What is going on to you, Leos? So you Leos have the King of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. So a lot of you very much so are, you have a lot to offer. But at the same time, you Leos are very much so very wise about the decisions that you're making, right? The King of Cups represents you having a lot to offer, not just tangibly, but emotionally as well, right? Making sure that for the right person, they're not going to have to worry about you, because you're always going to come back home to them, and pretty much you're gonna do right by them, right? You're gonna do right by them. The Ace of Pentacles represents, it just takes a little bit of time for other people to actually see that. It's just that some people don't necessarily want to give you that time. They're judging you quite harshly before they even really get a chance to know you long term. They want something instantaneous and now. And ultimately, that's the thing that's really messing them up in the first place, because you Leos don't really have a lot of people that are really willing to take you seriously. And it's not because you aren't meant to be taken seriously. What it is they're dysfunctional. They're hyenas, right? Lions and lionesses are people who very much so are capable of anything. But at the same time, hyenas are dysfunctional people. So whenever it is that you hear me refer to it like that, right? Because the hyenas are in the streets, right? They're in love with the streets. That's the scenario. You understand? So you got a lot of hyenas out here. So the thing is that the Ace of Wands and the Judgment is all about how, like I said, they're casting judgment on you very harshly about all the things that you're not doing. And the truth is, Leo, no matter how much it is that you do, right, dysfunctional people will always cast judgment on you. That's another way for you Leos to know if you and someone else is really a good match, is if you and this person are in a situation where you're getting to know them and they're seeming to be judging you very harshly. And it's like, it just doesn't seem like, no matter how much it is that you undersell and you overperform, or you perform and you perform well, you got your stuff suited and booted, you on point, and you just never doing enough. That's cap. That's a person running a distraction to not have to give you anything because they're dysfunctional. Period. Every single time. Because what's the holdout? What exactly are they holding out for? So then now the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords are all about how, since that's the case, you Leos have to understand that it's going to be frustrating. And that's another way on how it is that you can tell if a person is a good match for you or not, is if it's frustrating. If it's super frustrating to where you're getting to know somebody, Leos, and it just seems like the procedure of you trying to get to know them is and doing right by them, being in a relationship, being there for the ride, being there for the long term, actually being devoted to them is difficult. Then it means that that's your answer. Being devoted to them is difficult because they're making it difficult because without words and just actions, they're trying to show you how dysfunctional they are. This is why it is that I said, Leos, that words and actions have to match. Because when a person just takes action and they don't necessarily bring any kind of words along with it, that's where the trapping is. Same thing when it comes to words. There are ways to use sleight of hand when it comes to words, i.e. the sleight of tongue, to get you to misperceive certain things and it actually not be that way. It's the other way. And it's the same thing when it comes to dysfunctional people, when it comes to you getting to know some people. And right now, a lot of you lions, right, ironically, are on the prowl. You're trying to see what's going on. You're trying to see if there's any kind of lions or lionesses that you could potentially be getting with. Here's the problem, though. A lot of you are very much so in a situation where you realize just how many hyenas are out here, how many dysfunctional people are out here. And you have to choose even wiser than what it is that you thought. And you're right. You know what I mean? You have a lot of people who will deliberately sabotage their own stuff just for the sake of it. So now you have the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups represents they'll figure it out afterwards. But the Page of Swords and the Four of Cups represents, but don't do yourself a disservice, Leo, by sticking around, being in a relationship with them, trying to make it work. What you're supposed to be doing around this time, if you're trying to get to know somebody, is just plant some, that's a wrong analogy. I was going to say plant some seeds, but I'm not talking about like have children. I'm talking about like just do a little bit and get to know some people and see, just let time tell its story, right? Like see what they do, see if they're dysfunctional, listen to what it is that they have to say. If a person tells you they're not ready to be in a relationship, then they're not. They're not. Then it is what it is. The Four of Cups, see if they have any kind of addiction issues. You know, pay attention to that. They may have addiction issues. So obviously those are not things that you should want to look for in a partner. Let's clarify the, you know what, let's clarify the Ace of Pentacles. You have the Queen of Cups, the Fool, the Two of Wands, and then you Leos have the Ten of Swords. So when it comes to you having a lot to offer, the Queen of Cups and the Fool card represents they already everybody already knows that. When it comes to taking their time and getting to know you, they already know that, Leo. They already know that. It's just that you Leos are the ones that don't understand up until now that, yes, you do have something to offer. It's just that the situation for you Leos is that you have to be in a situation where you have to know it and get it through your head that you have something to offer. It's not just money that you're offering. You are actually offering love. You know, a lot of people, everybody want love, but everybody want to act like tough individuals now. Everybody want to act gangster. People don't want to talk about that. You know, everybody want to act like, use all these code words, buzzwords. No, I'm not, you know, being disrespectful and being passive aggressive or none of that. I'm saying it for what it is. You have a lot of people who want to use buzzwords. Pour into me. I bring this to the table. I bring me. I bring the universe and all this other type of crap. Look, just say what it is. You want love. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I'll be the first one to say it as what it is that you want. And if that's what it is that you want, among other things, then just say that. Because that's the one thing that a streetwalker, a maid, and a cook can't give somebody is love. But everybody that's what I'm trying to say. It goes right back. Everybody want to act like they're tough now. That tough stuff was getting a lot. That ego, that trying to act like you spiritually, metaphorically, bulletproof was getting a lot of people left, because you got to be able to say love. You got to be able to say, you know, the tangible things that you bring to the table. That's what makes a relationship. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to be able to know that you partially, part of the relationship is, yeah, you want love, yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. The Two of Wands and the Ten of Swords now represents, and if anyone shows you or tries to make it seem like there's something wrong with that, that's a whole dub. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Oh, please come through and get some of these readings, as well as buy my books and stuff like this. As far as the hoodies is concerned, I actually took the link off of my videos because I didn't want to price gouge y'all. But yeah, thank you. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel.